The recording of the first
Now
podcast.
this is the first one.
This is kind of wild. All right, let's.
Is that the same drink from earlier?
Yeah,
That's
I'm drinking it.
That's kind of gross,
It's absolutely
man.
disgusting. The Dr Pepper got stale.
The whole thing's got stale. It's
Well,
been
I
out
don't
for
think-
like
I don't
4
think Henny
hours,
gets stale,
dude.
Bro. I think Henny's just Henny.
You're right.
It just hurts
it's
regardless.
basically it's
doesn't
basically just
help.
rubbing alcohol.
It doesn't help that we don't have any ice. This is just straight Henny.
Am I allowed to? But we were talking about what we wanted to get out of the podcast.
Yeah, fuck.
I think.
forgot.
I mean,
I was drinking the Henny
So-
and forgot.
I think that I have a couple of things. There are things that I want out of it for myself, of course, and for, for all of us. But
Like
I mean,
what?
like
I'm saying,
I
like,
mean,
what do you
I
want for yourself?
for myself, I kind of want a platform for my creativity. You know, I mean, I want to do other things with YouTube and music and stuff, and
So
make
kinda,
make videos and kind of have my own platform as well.
So kind of use this as like a group platform to launch.
No,
Yourself.
I don't want to look at it that way, because I'm just as focused. I'm just as focused on this being as for the best that it can possibly be as I am.
This is
for
what
my
you're.
stuff.
This is what you're
my
trying
main
to create.
focus.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, this is there as far as things that could happen because of this, and things that I could get with this, a career for myself in this just industry. And entertainment is something that I think would be really cool. And I also just think getting the message out, having this podcast in general, getting, people's experiences, genuine, like actual people that you just get every day.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan
Getting it-
has celebrities and,
Yeah. You got Joe Rogan who gives out celebrities and has all these
But-
big name, which is he's more of like a cultural.
I feel like everything that you get from, like, all the information that you get comes from people who are in the circle
In the
of
know.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
in the Hollywood circle, who are like, you don't get a lot of like inside perspective from just an everyday person's life, especially
I
not
think a lot
somebody
of-
from our generation.
I think a lot of that problem is though, like once you get up at that level, like right now it's easy for us to say because we have no view. We have minimal amount of viewers because we're just getting started. Once we get into that, where you're at Joe Rogan, I mean, obviously he's made millions of views. That's after years and years and years of work. But I'm saying when we get up into that 2,000, 3,000, we're getting out of just our area of people that know us. I imagine it's probably going to be harder to be like, no, I don't. We got to stay with the mainstream of like, hey, let's stick with the common people.
But I still want to stick with.
No, yeah, I think
common
that's
people.
where we're
and
going to make the
I
difference.
still think that we could bring people in that we just meet in our everyday lives.
And we could do more of like the basis of like, okay, I want to bring in, we want to do these normal people. We want to do everyday people. Well, once we get up to those higher levels, I think we'll get the chance to interview some. They're everyday people, but they're more popular people. Like, you got if I go to the fire academy, get through the fire academy, I'm in the fire, industry, working in that, and I want to interview a battalion chief, which, if people don't know, that's pretty high up there in the ranking of, firefighter. If I wanted to interview them, and I'm like, hey, I have this 1,000-person podcast, and I really want to say, like, I want you to kind of give this doorway into a field that everybody knows, everybody loves their firefighters and stuff like that. And you get that view of what actually it's like. So, even if we're just talking about, hey, even if we're just talking about basic stuff, hey, here's this firefighter, he's going to tell you what to do and everything, and it's going to bring us a lot of views. At the same time, it also might be one of those viewers is now going to become a firefighter because of that. Or, do it with any amount of jobs, just doing basic jobs, but getting the higher people up in the jobs, not these celebrities that are doing the same shit all the time. Like, granted, yeah, it's cool to see it with celebrities' life, but at the same time, they're like idolized for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to idolize people. I want to do everyday people, and I want to because everybody's got a different walk in life. Like it's not like once you turn 16 where everybody's the same. You're getting a fucking license. You're doing your day-to-day things. Once you become that 20-year-old, once you get out of college, once you experience the world, like everybody's life just takes a dramatic turn. And I want to see. It'd be cool to see what those turns were for different people. Like that's what I want. That'd be coolest. To be able to be like, hey, what did you do today? And you're giving them a chance to explain what they did today, what they do, what they're passionate about, what their different views are, while not going in and obstructing and fighting those views. Like it's a positive, neutral place for people to get their opinion out and people to, just listen. And instead of this constant arguing that's happening all over the world and all the time in all these politics and every debate, it seems like there's always just one side that wants to yell and scream, Republican or Democrat, and it's like that's not gonna help anyone.
There's a lot of hate.
There's a lot of hate for no fucking reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't understand why people. I legitimately I do not understand why people cannot just come together and understand that all we have is this earth and each other.
This is it right
For
now.
right
we
now,
can't
this
go
is
anywhere
it.
else.
This is it. Until we have a reliable way to get everybody out of here, this is it. And I don't think that should be the plan that we go to.
No.
Hey, let's get everybody to a different planet and just abandon this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's people just don't understand. I mean, shit, bro. When was the last time that there wasn't a war going on? Can you think about it? Honestly, can you look that up? No, I doubt that's even a fucking stat because it's probably been forever. Like we're always fighting.
Some
with
sort,
each other.
yeah.
Somebody's always fighting with another person, and you know what? It seems like it's always over. It's always over something like religion or something crazy.
Or oil. These days is money. These days is money.
Yeah, it's a lot
oil,
of money.
resources,
A lot of money. But I'm saying over
like
in the Middle Eastern and shit. Like a lot of those fights are over religion. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because that's where you get a lot of fucking stereotypes.
Freedom, religion,
you can't say that
old
after
rivalries.
9/11. Yeah, you can't say after 9/11 there wasn't a little racism towards Muslims. Like it was a fact. Everybody was scared. But then they think,
especially
this religion
in the
does
conspiracy
this.
theorist group and people who are already bigoted.
Exactly. And you got all these people that are like, I don't know what the enemy is. I don't know who these people from the Middle Eastern are. I haven't heard anything about who's in Al Qaeda.
And it's easy for people to point fingers.
Yeah, they point fingers, and then
it's
all because of religion.
Everybody looks for a reason.
They're like, "Oh, you're a Muslim." Like people
at
the beginning were like, "What the fuck?" Now it's common.
That's why I don't think the religion should have a place in government in the way that it does.
No, but the problem is it does, and you can't go back from that ground.
I know because people use their religion as a tool, as a political platform, as a political scheme
to get voters,
to get the religious group because there's a large majority of people.
There's not even a stat of the last time that there wasn't a war. What? That's definitely not the last war. The last war was not 1865 in the U.S. We're at war right now. I'm pretty sure we're always at war. We're always at war, bro. We just like to swing our dick everywhere, and so the U.S.
Look up a timeline of American wars.
Well, when was it created, and go from there about every fucking year. Dude, how wild would it have been to be in the Civil War?
Huh?
How wild would it have been to be in the Civil War?
Terrible, awful.
Not in a good way. Yeah, I'm not saying good way,
but wild. Absolutely.
Think about that, bro.
Insane, bro.
What if right now in Illinois we're like, yo, everywhere down south they want to kill us.
Yeah.
In the U.S., that's crazy.
Yeah, imagine a war in your home turf in America.
Yeah, that's fucked. I can't even think of the last time. What? We've been in a war for almost 19 years now. That's wild. That's wild. Dude, and you look at what really blows my mind. What honestly blows my mind is how close the U.S. came to being at war with Russia and it being the end.
Yeah.
Can you just think about all this shit that happened that we don't know about? How close it really was. At some point that somebody had their hands on that fucking button getting ready to nuke.
I don't know if it went that far, but
no, there was dude. Look it up. I know 100%. There is a submarine, a guy that was in a submarine as a Russian, and something happened where he got a signal to nuke the U.S. from Cuba, and he said, "No, I'm not doing it." Turned down, denied it all the time. And ended up not firing the nuke, but it basically look up. I don't know what to look up.
I did hear about that.
It's real, bro. We were that close. One nuke. If Russia sends one, we send over 3. Then Russia sends over 5, and then that's the end. Really what is happening behind the scenes that you don't know
That's
about.
why I want to fucking move, dude. America's always.
But it's like that everywhere. It's every government. It's every government, bro.
New Zealand's pretty peaceful, right? Switzerland.
Yeah, but you look at that's the people right now. But then you look over at would you go to Mexico or the U.S.? You know what I'm saying? Not thinking of Mexico, but when a country is run by cartels for the most part, they're not doing great.
That's not my options though. My options are America and Mexico.
But I'm saying, like, America compared to, like, we're not from, like,
Yeah.
everyone from Mexico is saying the U.S. is great. But then from New Zealand, who have you talked to from New Zealand? That actually can tell you firsthand, yeah, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
can do
haven't,
all
like,
the research on it,
legitimately
and you can make
talked to
America
anybody,
look
right?
amazing. And
Yeah.
you can make America look better than New Zealand. You can make Canada
I
look
know that
better
everywhere
than
has
the
its
US,
issues,
you know,
but
like,
I don't want to go somewhere where the issue is war.
but the issue isn't really war here. Now it's more racial injustice and all that, which, I mean, that'll be interesting to see with Biden in office. I think there'll be a lot more done.
It's a lot more internal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be. I'm interested to see what's done with Biden in office. I'm interested to see if he keeps up on his promises. I think
I don't even know what
I
half his
think that a
promises
move
are, to be
towards
honest
more
with you.
green energy is a good idea.
Yeah, what's his main, like, thing? You know, like,
His
Trump's
main
was, I'm going to
thing-
fix the economy.
green energy, sustainable jobs, elevating the middle class and kind of the lower class to try to
See
bring up
any
the whole
actual ideas
country.
on how to do that, though? That you know?
I don't know his policies by heart because
Yeah.
I'm.
You're
like,
good. I was
I'm-
just more curious because I don't really know shit about him. You know, I'm a Trump guy, and that's
Yeah,
just how
no,
it
so-
is.
no,
I'm
no,
not,
I
but at the
understand,
same
but
time, he's our
that's the
president.
issue.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the issue with people is they don't do research into
Yeah,
either
no,
side.
I 100%
I
agree.
just watch both candidates and
Mhm.
like see what they talk about and what they say and whatever I agree with. I'm like, yeah, that's why I was like gonna vote for Andrew Yang. But
Yeah, but the
Biden
problem
is
is
what
when
I
you
was
fight
fucking
for-
left with.
yeah.
I still think Biden has got some shady shit. I mean, you
Oh, yeah.
work
I
in
mean,
the
he's a
government for
little-
that long,
he's a
you
little
obviously
weird.
have some
Yeah.
shady shit.
He's a little weird with
Um,
how he likes to touch. Oh yeah, his
Yeah,
son's
I
in some
know,
deep
but I
shit
don't like
right
to.
now.
I don't like to bring his
Yeah.
son into that. And shit.
I mean, the thing is,
Yeah, I
you can
know, but
always find
everybody
you can
in
always find
politics
bad.
is-
Yeah, you can always find something
You
bad
can always
about a
bring
person. You
fucking
know what I'm
dirt about
saying?
it. Yeah, especially in politics.
It's just, and it really, the fucked up thing is, like, that's why I felt bad. Like, listen, Trump, not a fucking great speaker. Doesn't say the most genius things, you know. When he was at the rally or at the debate, and he's like, "Stand by," or what did he say? "Stand down and stand by." Like, come on, man.
He said I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters. And then when asked about it, he tried to play it off, say it was a joke. He tried to say it was a joke. He said,
Well,
I
Biden
was being
also-
sarcastic. Everybody knows I was being sarcastic.
That's true, but
A
then you look
joke?
at Biden, and he said, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black."
He tripped up on his words.
It doesn't matter.
He's
It-
got his stutter. that
Okay,
he
that's
overcame,
one. That's
and he's
one.
old.
Look up a fucking video of all the shit that Biden says. That's dumb.
No, I know,
I'm
bro.
saying there's one
But that's
for
the
every
thing.
candidate.
But the frequency,
Yeah,
the
your mic's
frequency,
down.
the frequency,
Oh.
bro. That's what I'm saying. The frequency at which Donald Trump says stupid
I don't
shit
know, bro.
is much higher than Joe Biden says stupid shit. Joe Biden loses what he's saying and
That's
forgets
debatable,
fucking
man.
constantly. But like Joe Biden just saying stupid shit.
But the thing is, Joe Biden says
He's
stupid
also
shit.
very
The
good-
reason why you see a lot more Trump saying stupid shit is because, well, one is Twitter. He does say a lot of dumbass shit on that. But hang on. But two, when the media hates him,
No, bro.
they're
I
going
watched-
to. The media is in control. Who do you look at? What you see?
Bro, I look
CNN,
at-
Washington
I
Post,
look
New
at
York
everything,
Times.
bro.
You get New York Times. You get almost every single news channel that runs, besides Fox occasionally, is running these stories about how bad Trump is.
But
in
I'm not
reality-
watching the stories. I am watching them speak into a camera. I
See,
am
but the
watching
thing
them
is, when
talk
I watched
to
him
each
at the
other on
debate,
stage
when
in
I
a
look at the
debate,
debate,
and
Trump,
I'm watching.
Biden looks like an idiot
And
to me.
are you serious?
Yes.
Donald Trump doesn't look like an idiot.
No, they both look
constantly
like two
interrupting
kids, but he doesn't
and
look
trying to attack his son and make
He looks-
small little fucking petty jabs at him. Donald Trump didn't say a single fucking thing during that debate about how he was going to make the country better.
Neither did Biden. They both fucked around with it.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
watched
no.
the debate,
No,
bro.
no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Joe.
They both look like a bunch of
Trump keep
kids.
fucking interrupting. Yeah, and
But
Joe
they
Biden.
both look like a bunch of kids.
But Joe Biden was there. Joe
tiptoeing around
Biden. Joe
every
Biden
issue.
is the type of person that would do well in a presidential debate. That was not a presidential debate. That was a fucking argument between a child and a guy trying to run for president.
Bro, I'm telling you that was I would have. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just a supporter.
how
I'm a
about the-
supporter of Trump, but hear me
How
out.
about that Donald Trump has lost every single court case that he's tried to put against voter fraud?
Well, I mean, voter fraud, voter fraud. I'm not denying who's president.
And
Hear me out. This is what I have to say about it. Is the president Trump? I liked Trump as a president. All right, you compare it to Hillary because that was who it originally was against. We got the better of the two. Hillary is untrustable and is not the person I want behind that desk at all. That's what you got to think about this.